So day 8, we left Estes Park. We went down Big Thompson Canyon, and it was very, very steep. So I kept it in low and second low all the way down.
It's not very steep.
It was steep in the RV.
Okay, well it's not very steep, but
I was white knuckling it all the way down. We get down to Fort Collins and we get on. I think it's what. 20,
I'm not
25?
sure. I'm not sure.
Heading up to Cheyenne, and we're leaving Fort Collins about 20 miles out, and the RV starts acting up again.
And acting up, you mean by what?
It was
losing power, slowing down. Yeah.
So we turned back, went to Fort Collins, and I went to an auto parts store, and I got another fuel filter. I think I only got one, and got a electric fuel pump. Changed the fuel filter there in the parking lot, and then we headed up. Things ran fine. We went to Cheyenne, and
no. We had headed down the road again, and remember we had gone and came back like twice.
Oh yeah.
Because we had gotten there and stopped, and then we started heading down the road. I'm not kidding. Within just a few minutes, we turned back around and came back. It was like maybe 10 minutes there, and then all of a sudden it started acting up again, came back. Because I wasn't a very happy lady, so I know this.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
You get things
well, even Michael remembers. All right, so yes, it wasn't cool. So then we had to go back, and then you fixed it, and we headed down towards Cheyenne.
So we made it to Cheyenne. We spent the night in a truck stop. Got up in the morning and started heading towards, or down 84, I-84, towards Utah. And as we're going along throughout the day starts getting a little warmer, and the RV starts acting up again. And we were actually going down the road. Well, let's see. We stopped someplace.
We hadn't been going down the road that long.
Yeah, we had stopped someplace, and I had not bought another filter because we left so early. And we pulled over at a
middle of nowhere gas station. Yeah.
It was a big parking lot. We stopped there, and I went back in the Suburban. I went back to another town, and they had a Walmart, and I bought 2 filters from Walmart.
You're talking 20 to 40 minutes, somewhere in there, from where we started. And you took off with one of our kids, our oldest, and left the rest of us in the RV in the middle of nowhere, and you forgot your cell phone.
Yes, I remember.
Yes.
But he parked you on the shade side of a semi.
So he puts us on the side of this, puts us in the shade of a semi. And as you're leaving, I'm not happy. Very unhappy.
I'm not. I know you're not.
Yeah,
happy.
really unhappy. So then we're sitting there and we decide to play Farkle. And the truck decides to leave. And so our shade's gone. So now I decided I've never driven the RV. I'm going to turn the RV around. And that was really cool. And I had to tell my story. And you have to listen. All right,
well,
so
the camera's on you.
yeah, exactly. So I'm trying to get the emergency brake off because I've never driven. I don't know where the emergency brake is at. So I can't find it. I spent 5 minutes trying to figure it out, and I had even grabbed the emergency brake handle and pulled on it and twisted it. Couldn't figure out how to do it. The last time I figured it out finally by pushing it down.
You said you leaned on it.
I know, I leaned on it. That's right, I leaned on it, and that's what made me think, oh, I just pushed it down. So I pushed it down, and off we went. We turned around, and Charlie got a kick out of it. He thought it was the awesomest thing ever. And this is why our 14-year-old was in the bathroom. So we thought it'd be really funny to move the RV while he's in the bathroom. So we got turned around, and he came out. He was like, what? Anyway, so then finally he came back, and we were having a good time playing cards.
So when I went to Walmart, bought 2 filters. I went through town because that's all they had. I went through town and found a CarQuest or something like that and bought another filter. So now I had 3 of them.
Hey, you guys are gone for like 2 hours.
Then we found I think it was O'Reilly's or Advance Auto.
Yeah, something. I don't know.
You guys are gone
It was
forever.
in the morning, so we had to wait till they opened.
It was.
Yeah.
It was. It was early in the morning.
We got there like at 8:55. They opened at 9.
Yeah, because we hadn't been on the road very long.
So got back, changed the fuel filter, heading down the road, and we weren't even to Rawlins, Wyoming yet. And it was acting up again.
20 minutes. Seems like every 20, 30 minutes you get down the road, all of a sudden, boom, starts starting again.
And so we're going down the highway, like 25 miles an hour at times, especially going up hills.
In a
On the shoulder,
And I'm cursing you out.
And semis are passing us doing 80 miles an hour.
Yeah. Oh, I stopped. I pulled off the side. I said, I am not doing that. I'd look in my rearview mirror, see 3 or 4 semis coming. I get off on the shoulder and just stop the car and just let them go past.
They were honking at me. And
Yep. Flipping you off. They were doing the same to me.
So,
yeah, I wasn't happy.
Somewhere along the road, I said, okay, screw it. I'm going to take out the inline filter in the carburetor.
Fuel filter, yeah.
And when I did that, I didn't put another one in. When I did that, the RV gas problems basically went away.
Yeah. We were look at
we
these
were
split down the highway.
We were at the point where I had called my brother and I was talking to him, and I had him get on the internet finding out how far it was from his house to where we're at to back home. And the difference was like 200 miles more to his place. We were considering turning back around.
I wanted to go back. I wanted to go back so bad at that point. There was something telling me we shouldn't keep going.
So once I took that fuel filter out of the carburetor, it ran fine. It was getting hot. It kept on getting hot going across Wyoming there. We made it to Fort Bridger.
Yeah.
That night we had dinner, and the fan belt was starting to disintegrate, and so I went to the truck stop and asked him if they. I took the fan belt and I said, "You guys have one that's this size?" And he had one that was very close. But it was thicker. He sold it to me.
Yeah, awesome guy. He was like cheap price. Didn't even sell it for a regular price. He gave practically nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was great. So we spent the night there.
Yeah. Which wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad.
Except for the fireworks. They're going off.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So,
next morning, across the highway. Yeah.
Next morning we went. We went and we made it into Utah. Head up to. That's still 84.
I don't remember.
But we stopped at a friend's house. This is now. It's day 8. Day 9 was a day that we spent in Wyoming.
Fort Bridger that night. Yeah.
So now it's day 10. And so we spent the day. We stopped over at a friend's house and we met online. They have an 82 RV that they were remodeling. Which they no longer have. But we spent some time with them. We spent all day with them.
Yep. Awesome.
Had
awesome
a great
day.
time.
Awesome day. It was a nice break.
Yeah, it was a nice break. I plugged in the fridge for the first time in like 2 days.
Yeah.
Things were so frozen in there, so
yeah, it was good.
Yeah, I was quite pleased. And that night we went down the road a little ways and spent another night in a
truck stop.
Somewhere still in Utah. And day 11 we were in Idaho. So.
Truck stopping hasn't been that bad. It was my first experience of staying at a truck stop that you didn't get snowed in first when I was a child, so I didn't really know what to expect, but it wasn't too bad, especially when we were sandwiched between like 3 or 4 other RVs or whatever, and we were all kind of huddled a bunch of semis.
The first night we actually just found a whole bunch of RVs and pulled them beside them.
Oh yeah, and then the other ones that came in, they kind of pulled beside us, so it was like a group of RVs among all these truckers.
The other 2 nights there were no RVs.
No, but it wasn't too bad. I mean, we just kind of pulled in and went to sleep, so we were too tired to care anyway, to be honest. I think after that you didn't care if you were safe or not, I think, because you were I was so stressed out, so I just wanted to go home. But we had no home. We're in our home, so anyway. So interesting few days.
Yes.
Interesting few days.
Yes. 0 miles. Welcome to Idaho. Been a long journey. We're not even halfway there yet. We've had lots of challenges. So far we've been able to conquer all of them. We're doing pretty good. But as you can see, it looks like it's kind of rainy out, or it could rain, and I have found out that my wipers don't work. So, one more challenge. I do not know what this is. We're somewhere in Idaho, and this guy, we're following this guy. We're catching up to him. I don't know if I like being behind this.